Ben. Basically, I haven't made a film. Sorry. I guess that's because I am... Cool. Cut there. Whilst I don't have a film to play for you today, I do have some film concepts to show you that, due to one reason or another, weren't made. So let's grab a look at them. Here we are, at the board of ideas. Most of these films I wanted to make at some point through this term and have planned them to varying levels. So we're going to go through these ideas one by one, and I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them in this bucket, and then at the end of the film we're going to pull one out, and whatever that one is, I'll make it. Let's start. Start horror B movie. So the horror B movie was my first idea. I wanted to do a sort of 60s stylized sort of monster horror set on Dartmoor. I wanted to go out and do something with a bunch of people, and there'd be like this big monster costume design kind of thing. I think this project didn't happen because I had the idea such a long time ago that it sort of got lost in other ideas that came along. I did really want to make this, but it got overshadowed by different thoughts that happened. Also, I had no clue where to begin in terms of making a monster costume. I can't really design anything. And it was going to end with the monster blowing up, which I don't think I had any idea how to do that practically without seriously hurting someone. So, for that reason, horror B movie, well, it might get made, we'll see what comes out. Right, next let's talk about Maybe Maybe. Maybe Maybe was probably the film that made it furthest in production, but it changed so much that by the end of it, it was unrecognisable as to what the original idea was. One of the first issues that this film faced was filming in London. It became quite apparent that I was not going to be able to afford that kind of shoot. So it got changed to Bristol. At the start of this project, the idea was to have very loose idea of what to do. We were going to go out into the streets with no script and some general ideas and just film something. But along the way, I started getting worried about doing that. I started writing bits and rewriting bits and working bits out, and in the end, I had, yes, come up with a plot line for a film, but it wasn't the original go out and make it film that I wanted to do. There was going to be two plot lines, a micro plot line and a macro plot line. The macro plot line was about myself and others trying to make a film, and the micro plot line was that film being shown throughout. And it was going to end with them fighting God, who looked like a giant baby and was attacking Bristol. They were going to intersect and interweave. There was even an idea where I had like a Texas switch shot where the main character of the micro plot line would then suddenly be replaced with myself. In the end, I had overworked the plot so much to the point where it wasn't the film I wanted to make anymore. I was convinced nothing would happen with it, but I guess we'll see whether I have to make it or not. Right, let's look at a few others. Little Lad Finds His Cumberlands. It was a script that I wrote for a script swap challenge that never happened. Detective Heaven. Anton Quebec is a private eye who is also dead, and if he wants to get into Detective Heaven, he has to solve his own murder. A lot of these ideas didn't make it very far. Because they're shit. Spar Hill Has Fallen. I don't know why I even considered doing this for the module. It is the biggest piss take joke imaginable. It's not even a full film. It would just be a trailer for it. It was gonna be lots of like random over the top action as Lauren tries to save North Hill or Spar Hill, as it's known. I don't know why I considered trying to do Spar Hill for my final piece of work for my second year of university, but yeah, here we are. Ultimately, it was something that would have been a lot of fun and funny to make, but isn't the kind of thing that should really be done. Right, time to pick the film that I'm going to make. Got them all in here, gonna rummage around, and whatever I pull out is the film that gets made. Let's hope it's not too long now. The film that I am making is Gary Stone 2. I'm going to do an excerpt from it, and that's simply because Gary Stone 2 is about a 40-page script at the moment. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let's see what's happened. Let's see what happens. I don't know, fuck. I only make short films. Why? Because I believe that if you have something to say, you should say it in as least words as possible, for convenience's sake. Oh shit.
Oh my god. The knife scene. Jesus fucking Christ. I thought I was gonna die.
This was actually my acting debut, and honestly, I think it's shocking how good I am.
Oh great, it's you.
Yeah, buzz off, Keris. We don't need you anymore. We're happy.
But I love you both.
Well, we don't love you.
Well, if that's the case, and I can't have either of you, I can't let either of you have each other either.
Look out, she's got a knife. I'll hold her off, but you've got to leave. Run.
But what if you die?
I couldn't bear to live without you in this world, Sylvester. You've got to leave. Get the fuck out of here! Ah!
Oi! I've warned you about the bloody... Oh my god.
Are you okay?
I think I'm gonna die.
Come on, you got to survive. I can't do this without you.
Listen, you need to put the washing machine on 40 or the colours will run.
No, stop. You're saying goodbye. Don't say goodbye.
You need to take your pills at 7, 12 and 5. And make sure you take them with food.
Stop it. You're not going to die. It's just a large knife room. You'll sleep it off.
Well, we've been talking here. And I was dying, but now I am dead.
No! It's all right. He's gone to a better place. Probably. There's no real way of knowing what happens after death.
this is the most unprofessional film I've ever worked in my life.
I take health and safety very seriously whilst on set, which is why it was a real pisser that Percy didn't pull through. R.I.P. Percy. Gone but never forgotten.
May you live